Ladies and gents, welcome back to the CRUST, where we are going to discover what's actually happening. We have up to the station, right? It crashed on the moon, and we have sent some rovers, we've sent some resources, and apparently after several days of intense work, our engineers and drones have finally breached the interior of the destroyed station. Now we have the exact coordinate of the explosion epicenter on the moon, and I can say with confidence it was not an asteroid. Basically the CRUST, we really have proved that the CRUST has lied. Something exploded directly on the surface and we need to find out what. Strongly recommend organizing an expedition for a detailed investigation. Don't hesitate of course to check in the video description below if you want to see the previous episode on how we got there. With the help of the key provided by Danny, we helped the Hope 2 crew, right? And they gave us this. We successfully decrypted the black box. The retrieved data turned out to be quite intriguing. A powerful laser beam was directed from the explosion epicenter towards the asteroid Tutatis. Whether it reached its target remains unknown, but the very occurrence of the event raises many questions. Another asteroid, that's the last thing we need. Not another one, we just received confirmation that CRUST version of the disaster's cause is at the very least incorrect, unless of course they deliberately hid the truth. Something tell me you already know exactly who's behind this. Don't jump to conclusion, Ledger. Until we have proof, it's best to hold off on accusation. Okay, so we're gonna need to look at that for sure in a second. Before we do so, I do want to remind you again that in the last episode, one of the really big things we did is we started to have the capability of geological scan for our rovers, and therefore I've been making them do a couple of scans. I don't think I've done any since the end of the last episode, but with this, we now can kind of drive our MDR or in the future, or we'll have multiple MDRs to find the resources we're really looking for instead of just Slack, right? So that's a bit kind of something really critical. We have also different troops that are coming back. I see here, this is great because we're coming back also with 2 people. We need 2 robots. If we had 2 robots, we could take this. Yeah, we can take that one. We can potentially do this one too. Let me see. Because it is very far, right? So instead of coming back all the way, maybe you can do this one. Let me see. This would give us some resources. And again, it's just... Oh no, we can't. It's just showing me the ones in the base, not the ones that are already inside the truck. That's not very smart. That's not very smart. But okay. Can I get these ones at least? I've just started to build this. So remember in the last episode, we have our cargo dock over here where we're docking in particular, key resources like regolith and the rare earth mineral from my mobile drilling. But while the regolith is going down directly, I didn't actually go down for the rare earth minerals. So now we're gonna do that automation too. I also see we have some modular terminals and stuff that were sent here. That's fine. That's fine. And I think, did we? Oh, this guy is on its way. Yes, to get some good resource there. Okay, that's fine. So yeah, like I was mentioning before, geological scans. We can start discovering specific resource. In this case right now, we are looking for silicon, right? So we can see there's quite a bit of silicon there, not so much on this side. Maybe we can also be looking for iron. Okay, there's a bit of iron there, not so much everywhere else. So that's pretty critical on this side. And yeah, so let's make sure we find a way to bring a rare earth from above. So here we are not allowed to go in the mountain, so that's not gonna work. Here we have the other one. Can I just make it next to it somewhere? I think that's fine here. Let's put it here, and then of course we just need to connect properly. Yeah, something like this. Goes all the way there, and then it needs to reach here. So we're not gonna have a lot of space here. We're gonna go more over there. Let's go line it properly. Yep. And then we connect this here, this there. I know it's a bit of a mess, but it will be fine. It will be fine. So it will go through this. It will go then here, be transformed into rare earth and slag. The slag will go here. It will go there into the slag line we already have. And all of the rare earths will be going there, first into reserves, after the reserves into this belt that joins with the current belt we already had for it. I'm gonna stop sending some rare earth here. This can still work for now, but in the future we can just delete it. And the last thing is we just need electricity, it seems. So let's go. Okay, good. What else? We have done that. So here we're gonna need to connect it. Let's go.
Greetings, Director. This is Deanne Walton, flight engineer from the destroyed station Hope 2. You saved us in Atlantis, but we have one more favor to ask. Commander Moore gave his life so we could escape. We owe him. Please find him and return his body to his family. He deserves a proper burial on Earth.
She's not wrong. She's not wrong. It's over several kilometers, so we should, obviously, we're gonna need the rover. And we need to do it pretty far, probably, right? There's gonna be somewhere over there that we need to send a rover. To select a rover. Send it there. Okay. What I can potentially do is also just run. I would love to be able to just say go over there and run a geological scan all the way. But I don't think it works that way. We can do that when we come back, I guess. Anomaly scanner. An upgrade to the rover scanner. It allows the detection of anomalous points on the surface, from hidden gas accumulation to object of increased scientific values. So yeah, I think now when we're doing this, we can also find this. So any anomalies or things like this. Let's see if we find any. Let's see, let's accelerate. Otherwise it takes a while. Yeah, I don't think we found any so far. Monthly reports. Oh, good. Now, the other thing we did in the last episode was to start getting colonies. And I think we should try to get even more. Oh, here it is. We have some new ones. Any good ones? So we have a good botanic. I think I want to get some more botanists. So let's go. Scientists. This is a pretty good one. Engineer. Medic. Cook. Now. Okay, let's start with 2. I didn't even check how many pieces we have. We have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So yeah, we can add a few more. Good. In the last episode, we also started this duralumin plate production. So today, we're gonna start the next one. Let's go. So the next one is gonna be the microprocessors. So we're going to need a couple of these, which we sent there. Nowhere else. Should I also? No, wait. Yes. Should I also send them maybe all the way there, over there? Why not? Why not? So we're going to have one of these here as far as possible. I know it's starting to become a bit messy, but yeah, we can always clean that up at the end when we have tons of money and all of this. And what was the second thing? It was some silicon. Silicon is gonna come from here. It is this one here, which has been a problem, which again is why we are mining more silicon right now. We're trying at least. We're trying at least. So I think probably gonna be somewhere over here. Okay. What did I do over here? Why is there? Not sure. That's clearly a mistake. So you're going to be line number 1, line number 2. We need to make sure these are connected. There too. Did I put it on the wrong side? No, I did not. Let's fix that. Up, you go there, you go here. Yes. Now this is fixed, this is working, goes all the way there, this is good. This needs to be connected. Oh, wrong side. How can it enables me to build it the wrong side? Okay, now it's connected automatically. And then here, just do something like that. And in the future, we'll just put whatever is needed. Okay, so that's built. That's gonna be built. We're gonna need some electricity. So let's connect that. Okay, I frankly probably put a second one. Always forget to flip them. That. And yeah, we're gonna build those things and then we can connect them. Not a problem. And then we can put the outputs after that. Okay, let's unpause. What else should we do? In terms of research, yes, we're focusing right now on the large hydroponic farm because I'm not really happy with my current farms. They're always out of slag or they're full of organics for no reason. I don't know. So I want to use belts. That's why I need a large one. Okay, let's deliver those to people. We can see is, oh no, that's a different one. That's a different one. This one is finished. So go scan. So let's prepare for what I just mentioned. We're gonna want to do an actual farm. So this farm, I think, should be done over here. Why? Because we have a lot of slag there. This is our slag output, right? And I don't think it needs to be all the way here. You're gonna see in a second why. So let's actually build. Now the problem though is if I don't connect it, I will need to have a water and an oxygen production, which is not great. But at the same time, I sort of blocked myself there too. Especially as if I move it a bit, we'll be fine. Okay. Move it maybe. I can even move that whole thing over here. So maybe I'll delete here this. I'll put it there. I'll put another room. And I'm just thinking out loud, sorry. Because here we have a lot of ice, 27,000 left. Here we have 30 and 38. So maybe this is more, oh, what's happening? We are aware that you are heading to the explosion epicenter. Be informed that the epicenter housed one of our laboratories. After the incident, all contact with it was lost. So you're clearly saying it's your fault. Your expedition will help shed light on what happened. We need to determine the condition of the facility. But all data must be handed over to us. No, that's not happening. Just send an amendment to the previous contract. Say what you will, but I like how he handles things. No, I don't. We have discovered the CRUST laboratory, or rather its well-fortified underground complex. Despite the massive explosion, it remained intact and preserved. Most of the experiment's data. I took the liberty of looking at the recovered information. They were conducting tests on helium-3 as an energy source. While this is a valuable discovery on its own, there is something far more important. Several years ago, CRUST discovered a probe of unknown origin, aliens, and concealed this fact. Instead of sharing their finding, they used its technology to develop a revolutionary engine. They were preparing to send a ship on a research expedition, but the experiment spiraled out of control. So they found some alien technology, they started using it, it exploded. Okay. Are you saying CRUST hid the existence of extraterrestrial life? Yes. It's time to speak candidly, Director. Disclosing the obtained data will not only provoke unnecessary panic, but also jeopardize the further development of the technology. I strongly recommend that you support the meteorite impact version. In return, we'll offer you an exclusive contract for the construction of an intergalactic ship. We'll not make concession, we'll tell the truth. I think we should tell the truth. Even if in real life, I could see honestly making that decision, not because I want to construct the ship, but because indeed, if you tell everybody on Earth that we found some aliens, that's gonna be like a big thing. But let's tell the truth and see what happens. This cannot be kept a secret. I'm contacting Universe. We'll officially disclose that CRUST bears full responsibility for the catastrophe. Their attempt to hide the truth are over. The research on helium-3 will be handed over to the global scientific community. From now on, to be available to all, rather than serving a tool for a single corporation. As for the intergalactic ship project, we'll call on a united effort to build it together. The time has come for honest and open collaboration. One thing I do like about the game is it does feel like there is a few branches, so it feels like we have to replay the campaign a few times. Someone had to put CRUST back in their place. CRUST aren't as bad as you're trying to make them out to be. We have received helium-3 test data. This knowledge will significantly expand. Okay. In the meantime, I think we should start seeing, here it is, we are starting to see resource, rare metals coming down automatically. There's no more trucks involved over here. Even if it's on, we can actually put it off. Actually, I need to put it on. So this is gonna start creating both slag as well as rare earth elements in our storage here. Right? I haven't had time to do that one though with all of the quests. So let me work on this so that we expand a bit, and in that time hopefully we'll also start getting the farm soon. Oh, and actually, by the way, sorry, I see now the farm here are back to working properly. Who knows what was happening before? We do have something not connected here. Okay, so let's connect it. And yeah, we didn't place the actual belt. So which one? Yes, this is the right here. And then we need one of these to go here. Let's connect it. Up, up, up. I see this is... I don't think this is connected. Sometimes that's a bit finicky over here. Okay, and let's actually make sure that this goes here first, instead of in crazy places. So that's going to get started. They're gonna make some microprocessors, and then we can store those microprocessors over here. We need to store, to build a belt here, build one there, but the priority will be to go here. And like we said, this is for microprocessor. So slowly but surely we're getting to those new productions, but at the same time I want to be clear that these are not gonna work very efficiently, right? Sometimes somebody comes here and help for the efficiency, but those productions are gonna take a while actually to get up. So that's a bit the problem, but it is working. That's the important thing.
Without you, we would have been left waiting in terror for the inevitable. And I wouldn't wish that fate on anyone. We have already begun uploading the data collected from our servers to your system. It should contain some pretty useful stuff. Additionally, we are providing you with the location of our backup vault, as we lack the means to reach it after the explosion. Your transport should be capable of making the journey. Thanks again, Director. We'll stay in touch.
That's a type of contact I like. We gain some nice science plus location of a vault, which I guess will have resources in it. That's super great, super great. Looking at my resources, a lot of good stuff. Carbon fibers looking low. We need to focus on that one, but it's really great to see modular terminal so high and see microprocessor slightly increasing, Duralumin. I'm never gonna make that one. And the modular frames are increased 600. Good. We still haven't started the nanotube, so we should probably do that one soon. Okay, contract. This is actually on Earth. We can do that. It's not tons of money, but there's also some science, so why not? Let's go. The only problem is gonna be again this silicon, so we may want to buy a few with the money we're gonna make on this contract. Yeah, 600 for 40,000. It's great. That's great. We continue, to do our scanning. I think over here we have scanned pretty much everything, so let's go there. Scan this piece. Wait, is that? That's the new one now. Yes. Backup vault, look, some nanotubes, modular frames, aluminium, microcircuits. That's definitely some good stuff. Can we actually send this guy to come on its way back? So yes, it's you. It's you. And then go back to the base. Good, good. A couple of people are very hungry, but I think we have the food. It's just they're taking their sweet time. Look at this at the fridge. Yes, the fridges have food. There's somebody that's cooking over here. Wait, yes, he's cooking. Thank you, Archer. He's a chef, a cook. Oh, starting to see more and more of them, right, in the quarter there, because we now have 7 over here. Oh, the CRUST. Do you realize that it's not just our reputation at stake? CRUST has always prioritized science and progress above all, but thanks to you, a dangerous technology has fallen into the hand of those who lack our experience and safety. My guy, you made the moon explode and you say... Do you think you've uncovered the truth and restored justice? No, any laboratory can replicate our experiments. Well, we'll see. We'll see. They're just not happy we told them off. Anyway, as I said, the only thing we're missing now... Nice. We're doing some good research. Oh, we forgot to construct that. We've definitely started to make some microprocessor here. Let's build this thing. Okay. I should also probably do a quick check on my Regulus production in a second. And by the way, remember, this is the end of the map here. So I think this is going to be the end of these bus, which we've basically done you know, we've done all 3 of these. We haven't done these 2 here, but we can definitely do nanotube. This is gonna be silicon and carbon. Actually, no, silicon and carbon. I mean, either we need to bring the carbon all the way there, or maybe we want to do that one here. Even if there is ice there. Yeah, I think we're just gonna do it here. Silicon, carbon, and put it on this side. And we'll still have space over there. So look, don't need to leave a lot of space. Yeah, something like that. We can add T. Yeah. So I'll build this one and I'll see you in a second. Here it is. I've built both of these. We put, you know, the storages. As always, this is gonna be the first one it goes to. We have over here some first. Look at this. Perfect. Perfect to show you. So it comes from here. It's easy. And on the other hand, we're gonna need to bring this carbon fiber. And for this, I have a perfect solution because we just unlocked, actually social, the large hydroponic farm. And why am I really excited with this one? Show you. I actually forgot where it is, but I am excited. It is this one here, where we can actually feed directly the slag into it, and we can get the organics directly onto it on the belt too. So we're gonna be able to belt the whole thing. That's gonna be really powerful. And actually, now that I'm thinking about it, given that we want potentially to put it over here, no, but my slag is actually there. So that was a good place. I think this is more on this side that we want to belt it. I was just more annoyed by this water production over here. So like I said, I think we're gonna use those ones. We're gonna move the water production there. So let me do this. We have the rover here that continues to do some scans. Thank you for that. And I just actually bought 2 more drones. So we have now 13, which means obviously if we lose all of them, that won't be great. Oh, this is not finished. Sorry, my bad. 1 second. Make sure we finish this contract. Get 180,000. For this, I need to go into the flight control center and send tons of steel. That will go, remember, automatically there. Actually, it should start pretty much right away. Here it is. It's flowing, love it. So what I was saying is, I think we have 13. Let's go crazy and do this thing here of sending 10 robots for an experiment or something. Who knows what? I'm gonna send them, I'm gonna stay there in case we can bring them back. And if not, I guess I'll just buy some. That's not the end of the world. But yes, let me work quickly on fixing this space here, and I'll see you in a minute. Configuration Center reported that they have received your drones, Director. Payment for the order will be transferred within a few days. I think we may have completely lost those drones, but let's see that in a second. On the plus side, that helps with my CPU. We used to have like 100 CPU power taken by the drones, now we're down to 50, so that's good, that's good. Okay, I have built, part of what I said I would. I've built over here 2 ice extractors on this deposit that's over here. I've also built 2 on this deposit there. Sometimes it's not so easy to put 2, but you can pretty much always. And with this, it goes, into this storage there. We also do create, remember, quite a bit of slag. So we bring the slag all together, it goes into this line. So I had to use a bit of things, and I guess that means we probably can't expand these guys here further, but that's okay. We're building now this part, or this new room, right? That's going to be dedicated to water. We're going to have tons of ice smelter, and we can put some storage there for ice. And then when that's done, I can delete this piece and reorganize this whole thing there. So I'll see you when that's done. Oh, I haven't made a lot of progress, but here it is. The invoice has been 540,000. Okay, so let's remember that actually one drone does cost around 40-50k to buy. To make, obviously it can be less. So that's not so great, but it is. But it's basically if you want to just make many in this thing there, no, this one here. And if you're making many, you can sell them. But Alice is right. Why do they want so many drones? I'm vicious, and I'm obviously buying some, right? To make sure that we go back into an okay place for logistics in my city. Okay, quick status update. This side is done. As you can see, we have 4 of these working at pretty much full speed. We can start upgrading them too in the future with a lot of storage. So we have water. Water is not the problem. I'm building another small room on this side. I haven't decided if I'm gonna destroy this wall there or not. I'm thinking we're gonna move the electrolysis, so basically the oxygen production over here. That way we'll have water, oxygen. And I'm building a big one here for the new production of food that I mentioned. And I did also move the fuel production that used to be there to make it cleaner. I'm not sure yet what we're going to use that for yet, but anyway, it's moved. So we have our 2 ice extractor, they're still there. Instead of 1 fuel generator, now we have 2 next to each other with, a flip. We have the ice, and we have still, our, what is it, aluminium? Yeah, aluminium coming. Then it goes into those storages. So we have 2 big ones instead of a small one. We move the elevator so that instead of being here, it's there basically. And yeah, we should probably start selling some fuel, because I feel like we have a lot. So who wants to buy some fuel? Here it is. Perfect. Love this one. We also get some research. So that would be perfect. That would be perfect. Okay, so that's working. I also just added some new solar panels and some batteries, because we were slowly but surely getting into the dark, and I don't want these to get into the dark. It's taking a minute to get my drones to do all of those things. I also don't have that many drones, let's remember that. So let's buy a few more. But more importantly, we have arrived. If I go over here, yes, we have arrived close to the orbital station. So we're trying to look for our oh, that's a lot of different things happening over here. So these are some kind of types of events. And wait, what's happening now? So many are we seeing? 80 fundamental science point daily. If we stay there, basically, helium extraction speed is higher. 80 fundamental science. Oh, yeah, I know what's happening. Okay, we are paused. So it could be. Oh, I think it's actually there. There is something there for sure. But I also saw there was something on this side too. Interestingly, yeah. So let's see. It could be that it's just multiple for us to find. Okay, so we're not gonna bring the other one for sure. Gas complex, we may want to fix soon. I don't know if we have 15 control units, but we can potentially buy. Looks like the scanner reacted to dry blood. They don't match Artyomol. Okay, we have to search again. And I did bring these 2. Let's buy again 2 more. I have the money right now, not a problem. Okay, we should probably slow down. And the other one, by the way, continues to do some tracking. But I should actually check. I haven't checked in a while. How are we doing on the silicon there? Oh, it's still pretty nice silicon. So we're fine. We can continue doing it over here. So here, as I said before, I think we found something else somewhere. There is something here and something there. Let's go that side first. Yeah, we found another point of interest. Let's go to it quickly. I want to find him. Oh, I'm not close enough. Now we must be close enough. Yeah, another wreckage. So we check it. Let's use him again. Okay. Several fragments, none belong to the commander. Okay. We need to keep searching. So let's go. Let's keep searching. And it is on this side. Oh, sorry, my bad. Keep forgetting those things. Okay. Good. We have the cargo pod here. We'll be back to a nice number now. That's good. That's good. I'm gonna actually stop this for a while to make sure they use. Oh, are they finished already? No. I mean, I love it. Basically, I want to make sure we empty this. Oh yeah, finished with this contract. So I'll do another one, but offline. Let's focus on this now. Okay. It's over here. Move, move, move. We can find him. Oh no. We are low battery in the night. In the night. Oh, now in the day. Great. Great, great, great. So let's go almost there. And let's see. That's him now. Yes, director, we found him. Commander Moore's body lies among the wreckage, partially buried in lunar soil. His suit is severely damaged, but there is no doubt we can identify him. The rover detected an unsent message for his family. Archer knew he wouldn't make it. Now we need to send specialists to carefully transfer the body back. So how do we do that? Yeah. Oh, I will forward this message to his family immediately. Thank you. So we need to send some food. We need to send a medic. I don't know if we have a medic. That's a good question. Let's check that out. Sorry on that. Wait, where is that guy now? Where is that truck? Oh, that's very far. No, that doesn't work. Wait, what are you doing here? You need to come back home. Unless... No, we can't do that. Yeah, you need to go back home. Back to base, please. And similarly, we have another one there. Go back to base too, please. Okay, sorry, that's a bit of a mistake. I guess we need to wait for that one to come and then we can do it. Maybe that will be in the next episode. In the meantime, yeah, we are almost full now that it's the night. And we have finished the first one here. Okay, so I can continue. I'll move, a couple of things here, like I said. I'll see you in a minute. And here it is, ladies and gents, my agricultural farm, obviously underground, under the mine, under the moon, but still is there. So you cannot, there's not a hole in the wall to put belts, but you can actually put these underground conveyor, one outside and one inside. And so now you have a belt inside. In this case, this is a slug, right? Where slag, bringing a slag, bringing it inside, and as I said, there is input to those things. So now we can bring the input directly. It's gonna work for a bit, right? And then same for the output. So obviously the efficiency here is low because we didn't put anybody, but at least it's gonna work on its own. I don't need to do anything. Those cost a bit of CPU, some electricity and water. So this is why, again, we also put a big water production over there, but it's gonna work on its own. And as I said, the output of organics is gonna be on this belt here. And then it can also go and do the same thing with this elevator, go to the next room. Right? And in the next room, I can start transforming these organic things. Maybe some go into food, maybe some go into, carbon fiber. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna expand this, make this a carbon fiber room, and instead probably move the research somewhere here. And obviously we can delete these ones, right? They are not useful anymore. We're gonna have way better production on this side. But yeah, it is, ladies and gents, that is, kind of colonist rework over here. We've done quite a bit, right? We have a huge water production. We have my oxygen production. There's a lot of reserves of oxygen, and we have space to put a few more of these, right? 2 more of these on this side, and still keeping roads for my people to be able to move around. We have tons of CPU, to be honest. We should probably try to get soon to the next CPU, which is pretty far. It's all the way over here. But it's also gonna require, resources we don't really have right now. The key research I want to get to right now are the heavy engineering. I mentioned it at the beginning, so that we can have mobile bore units and ice harvester. So that's gonna be important. And the cold storage cabinets, so that we can actually have something, a large storage unit, but that has a conveyor belt input, because this, right, this refrigerator we're using right now doesn't have. So this is why over here we have the belt and it goes into nothing, because I want to put refrigerators over there, but I haven't unlocked it yet. So that's the next thing we definitely need to unlock. We've also done some of the research, some of the missions. We're preparing to bring back the body. We've continued to do some mining. I've actually been mining on this side here, so that in the future we can expand, if we want our belt. But I see also multiple deposits that we should tap into ASAP. So I'm gonna build that here. We can connect them over here, and we're gonna continue to send some resources. This is full here. Does that mean we should put more of these guys? Because they're already at tier 2. This is not full. Oops. There is a bit of slag that's starting to get there, but I think now that we have this production, some of the slag should start being used, so I'm less worried about this. But yeah, it is, and hope you're still enjoying this one. Really happy with how this is turning up, and especially also our ice production over here. We've made it very efficient. So thank you for watching, and I hope to see you next time.